Hello everyone, this is Ankur Buddhiraja, an assistant professor in the BBA department of JIMS Greater Noida. In this session of Production and Operations Management, which is BBA 303 of your IP University syllabus, I shall be taking up the topic product design, its meaning, the factors responsible for a product design, the various approaches, and the process of product development. Before I move on to the formal meaning of product design, let us first understand why a product design is important. A good product design is capable of satisfying human needs and wants in the most effective and efficient manner, while on the other hand, a bad product design will lead to blunders and dissatisfied customers. Therefore, all the companies can create a good and unique brand image if the product design is really good. Moving on to the formal definition, product design is considered to be a well blended art and science of creating an output that can be used for satisfaction of needs and wants. We all know a product is a bundle of utilities that is created to satisfy certain needs and wants. Therefore, a product design has both the elements which are creative as well as logical in nature. Therefore, a product design has both logical functionality and visual appeal and creativity involved and associated with it. A product design is a process involving a set of activities that are undertaken to create a utility according to the market needs and company's vision. A good product design is a well balance between form, that is aesthetics and looks, function, that is performance elements. As defined by the Indian Patent and Design Act, a product design is the aggregate of features, shapes, size, functionality, configuration, and aesthetics put together to satisfy certain needs and wants. That means a well blended or an aggregate of all the features, the shape, the size, and how would the product function is actually a product design. In the diagram below that shows the golden triangle of product development, we will see there are three elements which have to be taken care of by any operations manager or product engineer, and these are cost, quality, and time. With cost, I mean to say that the product design should be economical and should be reasonably priced and cost, so that the customer can afford it and therefore it has some possible affordability attached to it. The second element is quality. Quality refers to the quality standards that the ingredients or the configuration of the product will have. So a product design should aim to have quality standards which are already predetermined by the company. And the third element is time. It refers to the time of production and timely delivery of the product that is needed in the market. Moving on, we will talk about the factors affecting product design. The first factor is target customers' requirements. On the basis of the marketing department's information about what the market needs, what are the trends in the market, or what the customers require and need, the product design is created. Many a times, the production department and the companies usually create a team to gather this necessary relevant information about what the target customers need and want. As a result of the feedback of the customers and the information got through them, product design is created. Point number 2, availability of necessary production facilities and resources. It is but obvious to have the necessary production facilities and resources at the disposal of the organization. A product design will be a dream only when there are no necessary production facilities, infrastructure, and resources available with the company. Next is raw material availability. Every product comes to the final shape with the help of some material, that is the input material or the raw material. It is very important to have right kind and right quality of raw material available so that the product design which is thought of and predetermined can be converted into a final product. Next is cost effectiveness. As we already mentioned in the golden triangle, every product design should keep in mind the affordability, cost and price elements. A very unique product design may be very costly but may not be affordable. Similarly, a very simple product design may be very cost effective and may be sold in the market like hotcakes. The next point is quality policy of the company. When I talk about quality policy, I talk about the quality standards that the company has already set for certain products so that it can create an image in the market. Degraded, substandard products are usually rejected by maximum number of people and customers. Last but not the least, the reputation and goodwill of the company, which is an intangible asset gradually created and earned by the company. So, a company would not like to compromise on its goodwill in the market. In this case or in this context, companies will focus on right quality, right price, and right availability, right kind of availability of the product in the market. Moving on, we have the approaches or types of product design. The first approach is functional design approach. As the name suggests, this approach mainly focuses on the logical functionality or the functional utility of the product, and therefore the design process involves creation of several sketches or blueprints. In the initial stages, a rough sketch is made of the proposed product design so that the engineers and experts can understand the shape, size, and dimensions of the final product. Further, the blueprints of individual parts are created separately, and finally, the full and final product blueprint is created. On the basis of this blueprint, the final product is created and developed, which is further tested for a certain period of time so that its functions can be checked under different situations. Such a kind of design approach is usually followed in technical products like designing of water motors, washing machines, etc. The second approach is aesthetic design approach. This kind of approach focuses more on the looks, the form, the artistic and creative aspects of a product and how the senses will respond to those aspects. Moreover, the looks, the appearance, the ergonomics, and the design are given more importance in this kind of approach. This kind of approach has the belief or proposition that a product which is aesthetically appealing will be sold more in the market and will be preferred by the customers. When companies design mobile phones, laptops, even cars and automobiles, they usually use the aesthetic design approach in creation and development of such products. We have the third approach called the systematic product design approach, which is a step-by-step approach that allows the designers or the engineers to communicate, visualize and analyze a product on the basis of a well blended artistic and functional set of elements. That means approach number 3 is a blend of approach number 1 and 2, that is functional and aesthetic design approaches. Under this approach, a new product is created through effective generation of several ideas which are finally evaluated and converted into a final output. Such approach combines art, science and technology to create products that can satisfy needs. For example, designing of cars and bikes are usually made through systematic product design approach, where not only the looks are important but also the functionality and the utility of the product is also significant. The last approach is packaging design approach. In some cases or in some kind of products, the packaging becomes such an integral and significant part of the product that it is difficult to disintegrate, or it is absolutely not possible to separate the packaging with the product. In such case, the the packaging becomes a very important part of the final product, and therefore the product engineers have to keep in mind packaging as the most important feature or parameter in designing a product. In such cases, the packaging not only covers and protects the product but also provides an access to it through either a lid, flap, or a pump. In case of hand sanitizers, cooking oil, hair oil bottles, we will have all these products in a packaging which actually makes it possible for us to use the product conveniently. Without the packaging or without the outer body, the product becomes almost difficult to handle. Moving on, we will talk about new product development process. Now, what is a new product development, or what is new product? A new product is basically either a product which is not sold by the company in the market anyway, or is a product which is sold for the first time by the company in the market, or can be any alteration, modification in the existing product offered by the company. Such a change and alteration is also a new product development aspect. The process involves a chronology of 7 to 8 stages. The first stage is idea generation. In creating a new product which is absolutely not sold earlier by the company, a lot of ideas are generated with the help of experts, some representatives of the customers, the salespeople, and the technical heads who are involved in the production department. Each and every idea after that in the second stage is screened and undergoes some tests. This screening involves understanding the viability of the idea so that either it can be rejected or accepted. Once a final idea is taken into account, the concept of or the idea is tested by the technical experts in terms of technicality, economic viability, and commercialization aspects. The concept is tested, and if approved, it is analyzed on the basis of its suitability for the market and the business. So when I talk about business analysis, the product idea is analyzed on the basis of its viability for the business, whether it is possible for the business to create it, whether the resources and the money and the budget supports the production of such a product. All such questions are answered in business analysis. When we get the approval from this department also, then we move on to the actual product development. In this stage, the blueprint of the product is converted into an actual product, and the product is finally developed. But before sending it to the market, test marketing is conducted. In case of or in the process of test marketing, a few important customers and their representatives are called and are shown the product so that they can use and touch and feel the product before it is commercialized fully. On the basis of the feedback of these few number of customers, alterations, modifications, and changes are made in the product, and finally, after getting the green signal and making all the necessary changes, the product is finally commercialized, sent to the market for sale. In the commercialization, a lot of marketing strategy and marketing tactics are involved so that the product can be commercialized, promoted, and communicated to the customers and sold in the market. Last, a total review and control of market performance is done, and it is tested and seen whether the product is doing well or not in the market. All these stages actually is a journey of a product from a concept to the final product creation. The last topic is factors affecting new product development. What will be the factors that will affect the development and creation of new products by an enterprise? The first and the foremost factor is the support of top management. As a product engineer, I may be having 100 ideas, but I will not be able to convert these ideas into viable products if I don't get the support of the top management in terms of money, in terms of approvals, and in terms of timely support. So top management support is very important in development of new products. Point number 2, market needs and wants. Obviously, my customers' needs and their wants and the market trends are usually kept in mind while developing new products. Next is competitors' strategy. Sometimes the competitors give us a hint or an idea about what are they going to do in the market. On the basis of their strategy and their moves, a company can also decide to imitate and create something different but of similar kind as the competitor has designed. Next is technology available. Depending upon the technology and the set of machines and equipment available with us, new products are developed. If the technology is not suitable or is not relevant, the new product development ideas may not be completely fulfilled and implemented. Next is knowledge. When we talk about knowledge, we talk about the knowledge and understanding of the people involved in the production department, of the market trends, knowledge of the customer tastes, and knowledge of the competitor's strategy. All such knowledge is important in creating a wonderful product. If this knowledge is pertinent and relevant, it can lead to really good product development decisions. Next is new product development plan. Many a times the new product development process gets implemented only with the help of a plan, and this plan is an exhaustive integrated plan which has to be really efficient and effective in its own sense. If this plan has some loopholes, the new product development process will be hindered. Last but not the least, we should have a team of human resources, a team of people who should be involved fully in the new product development process. In the presence of an efficient team, the process of new product development gets implemented successfully, and in vice versa case, there may be a failure in the process of new product development. So if you look at the diagram of new product development process, we need these factors to be supporting the team which is involved in new product development process. With this, I finish off with my lecture and finish off unit 1 of the syllabus. Thank you so much.